Programm ieħor il-Missjoni Hawn, dan huwa programm imtella minn Missjoni Malta fejn qed nintaqgħu ma' missjonarji li qed jagħmlu ħafna xogħol f'Malta ma' ħafna kongregazzjonijiet fil-parroċċi u ħafna affarijiet oħra. Ħan nintaqgħu magħhom ħansiru nafuhom minn fejn ġejjin mill-liema kontinent ġejjin u x'qed jagħmlu hawn Malta. Però qabel nibdew naraw x'inhu ma jagħmlu hawn Malta lejn l-aħħar tal-programm ħansiru nafuhom ftit ieħor. Illum ħammorru l-Afrika. Fl-Afrika post ieħor. Fl-Afrika ħammorru propju il-Ghana fejn magħna għandna lil Sister Alberta. Welcome to our program, Sister. This is a program produced by Missjoni Malta with the intention to get to know all the missionaries doing special and important work in Malta.
Thank you.
So welcome to our program.
Thank you for welcoming me.
Good. First question, you come from Ghana with 34 million population. It's a very big country in Africa.
About 37 actually.
Yeah. Maybe you tell us a bit about your childhood and your family, how you were brought up, about education, to get to know you a little bit more.
So, from Ghana, the south of Ghana, and I am from a twin city that we call XEJK. It's in the western side of Ghana, western south of Ghana. I was born in XEJK, and in the family my mother had 9 children. I am the second of the 9. We were 5 girls and 4 boys. And my childhood, because XEJK is a very big city, my childhood, I remember going to school with my siblings. And because I am the second one, I was also like, I have to take care of the younger ones. So wherever we went, I was in charge of them. I went with them. The school is not like, some places they walk for miles and miles, because I come from the city. It's about 20 minutes walking to the school, so which was
At
not...
least the terrain was okay, not in fields. You didn't have to travel to school?
No, we walked. We walked to school, just 15, 20 minutes we are in school, and then we came back the same time length. I was like a mother actually to my siblings, because that is what we do in Africa. When you are the older one, you have to take care of the younger ones. And that was the beginning of my education. Like, when we came back from school, the house chores, as one of the older ones, I have to take responsibility in doing the work that my mother has left for us. I did it with my siblings. And it was actually fun working with my brothers and sisters. At a very young age, I learned how to cook. So when my mother was busy with other chores, I did the cooking. My mother was not a Catholic. My father was not a Catholic.
So you was brought up not in a Catholic family?
I was brought up not in a Catholic family, but in Africa, we lived in a big compound house. And in the compound house, there were children who were Catholics. And so when they were going to church, we followed them. And that is how I became a Catholic. And my brothers and sisters as well, I became a Catholic. And I actually put myself in, went for catechism, and I was baptized.
Your family were happy?
They were happy. To start with, they were happy. So I became a Catholic. My brother after me also became a Catholic. And so that is how we got our Catholic education.
By following children to church?
By following children to church.
Very interesting.
Then, and I went to a public school, not a Catholic school, a public school. So in the church, I met this sister a Holy Child sister. Grace was her name. And she was very active in the church. And I really liked the work that she was doing in the church. And secretly, I used to admire her a lot. And she was a very short, small person. In my heart, something actually touched me so much looking at Grace, what she was doing. And I said to myself, one day I would like to be like this sister. And at that time, I was only 10 years of age. But I said nothing to anybody, and then I continued my school. When I was, I think, about 12 years, I revisited this past haunting part of me. And then I said, oh, maybe I can speak with Grace. But something also said no. I said, no, I will finish my school and then see what next. But something that you have desired to do will always resurface. And at the age of 16, I think I told my mother was a Pentecostal, my father Methodist. But I was, I think, very close to my mother, so I told my mother that, oh, when I grow up, this is what I would like to be. I would like to be a Catholic nun. And my mother was not happy at all. She was not happy. My father didn't mind. My mother was not happy. And
for what reason she wasn't happy?
Because if you in Africa, when we talk of family life in Africa, you know, we want our children to marry and to have children. Yes. And for us, whether we have money or we don't have money, our money is our wealth. Actually, I have to say our wealth is our children. And then we will have children, our children's children, our grandchildren, and
so
the
all
family.
the extended family, yeah.
The family grows. So that was it.
Okay.
And she was not happy. And also because I was the second child, you know, it really hit her. So I said nothing to her when she started talking and then not happy. I said nothing. But then I kept quiet and I went away, and I spoke with my grandmother about it. And my grandmother told me, leave it to me, I will speak with her. And I don't know what my grandmother actually told her. And later on she came and she said, you can go. If that is what you want, you can go. And I wasn't sure whether she meant it or not. So I stayed for some time. I think when I was 22, then I made the decision to enter with a congregation. Meanwhile, I started also working. I had finished school by then. I started working in the bishop's house. And there I met the Franciscans, conventuals. And I really liked the work they were doing. And in my heart, I said, oh, I wonder if they have female counterparts. And I would like to be a Franciscan like one of them. And I was shy to ask them whether they had female counterparts. So I did my homework myself. I took the Catholic diary, and then I searched, and I saw the Franciscan Missionaries of Mary. They were in Winneba. And from my part of the world to Winneba, it's about 3 hours.
So you were lucky working at the Bishop House. You had all the documentations there. You had all the diary, directories.
Yes. So I checked and I saw 3 hours drive. So I saw the phone number. So I contacted them by phone, and they were very kind. They spoke with me, and then they came to the bishop's house, and that is what I didn't want, because I hadn't even mentioned it to the bishop. So they said, oh, we will come and see you. I said, no, not coming to the bishop's house, please. But they did. They came to the bishop's house. And then it was then that the bishop got to know my intention of going to the convent. The sisters came, they talked, we had a chat. And from there, what did they do? They went to Efiokuma, where the brothers, the conventuals are, and they didn't know anything about my intention, so they told them. And I remember one of them, Vincent, who came and said, oh, we know what you are going to do. I said, you know, I'm not going to do anything. They said, oh, yes, we saw the sisters when they came. I said, oh, the cat is out of the bag. So then I had to tell them. And I journeyed with these sisters for 3 years as a searcher. That is how we call it, as a searcher. And then I entered with them.
So and then your family were happy?
When I became a religious, then I don't know what touched my mother's heart. You know, now she is very happy. My father passed away, but my mother is very, very happy now.
What about your other brothers and sisters?
Oh, they were very happy.
And now they have their own families?
They have their own families. They all have.
So your
their
mother's
children.
Wish came true with
Oh,
the extended
yes.
family. You know?
Yes. My mother, I think, if I count correctly, she has about 25 grandchildren. So I think she is really blessed and she is very happy with that she has.
And you joined the sisters. So then you had to travel to the other part of Ghana?
Yeah. From the south of Ghana, when the sisters came to Ghana, they settled in the north of Ghana. So for our formation, I had to travel from the south to the north of Ghana, and that is where I had my formation. First, I went to a place called Jirapa, and then I came to Tamale, the central north of Ghana, where I had my novitiate. Finished the novitiate, made my temporary vows, and then after the temporary vows, I was sent to a place called Tumu, where we have a very big vocational school there. Now I think it's a tertiary institution. And I worked there for 7 or 8 years there. And it was actually from there that I asked to make my final vows in 1999. And then in 1999, after making my final vows, I was actually sent to it was a province at that time. Now we are in regions, to UK.
At UK?
Yeah. It was the province of Malta, Ireland, England, and Scotland. So I came.
Had to go for formation or?
No, this was for mission.
Okay. For mission in UK.
Yeah, after final vows, I came to UK for mission.
But in Ghana, the sisters, they still work with women and children, or you don't deal with these?
Oh, we did. That is why the school, actually the basic of the school was in the north of Ghana. You know, girls were not actually educated. So one of our sisters who was from Australia, Helen Kennedy, she was working there and she saw how intelligent the girls were. So Helen started on our corridor in the convent, on the corridor, she started this school. She started dressmaking for the girls,
skills,
weaving.
Giving them also skills.
Yeah, weaving and cookery. And this she started on the corridor. It's now a very big school. And we have actually added, as time went on, we added carpentry, engineering, and all that. So it's now a very big school.
That gives dignity to people.
Yeah,
to the and how now difficult it is to enter the labor market.
And it's a mixed school now. It started with girls, but it's a mixed school now.
So you went to the UK, and maybe tell us about what your mission was there.
Yeah, I was in UK, in London, per se, in Wimbledon. I worked with asylum seekers because as a missionary, when I came on a missionary, with a missionary visa. And I was not supposed to work, so voluntary work I did. And I worked with asylum seekers for 5 years. And after 5 years, I was transferred from London to Scotland.
Okay, further up.
Yeah. In Scotland, I started in Paisley. And I did 1 year health care course. And from there, I went to the university and I did social work. So I work as a support worker in Scotland with families. And after that, we had a community with 5 older sisters.
I will stop you here because we're seeing a photo now. Maybe you tell us a bit, is this?
This is in Scotland, in Paisley. Okay. The sister in blue was one of the regional general councillors. And the one at the back, back there was also another general councillor. So they had come to visit. And the one in the middle is actually the provincial at that time, and they came to the community to visit us.
So we continue on your work in Scotland.
So we had a community that we had 5 older sisters. They were all in their 90s or almost in their 90s. Then the provincial asked me to be in charge of them. So I worked with them for, I think, 5 years. And I was also doing mission appeal. And it's by coincidence that I am talking in Missjoni, Malta today, because I did mission appeal in Scotland for, I think, over 6 years. And it's all organized by Missjoni.
By Missjoni, yes. Missjoni Scotland.
Yeah.
So in the UK, you were taking care of the elderly nuns. What else did you do?
This was a very big community. So I think taking care of them was actually enough. But I helped in the parish as well. Because we were all together, I think, 25 with me, you know, the animator. We had actually carers who were, you know, on the ground taking care of them, but the administration, I think 1 person, it was enough for me, yeah.
After UK?
After UK in 2023, I was still in charge of the community. And then I had a phone call from Rome, I would say my worst nightmare, asking me to be one of the leaders in the region, because now we are a big region, a region consisting of Malta, England, Ireland, France, Belgium. So now I am one of the regional councillors.
But why it was a nightmare? It was a blessing for the congregation. For you, it was a nightmare.
Yes, I never expected. I never even dreamt of. I had been a provincial councillor before, but I thought I had finished my bit. So this came as a shock for me. But well, I had no reason to say no, so I said yes.
And you came to Malta.
And from there, from London, I had a break. I went home to see my mother. Then from there, I came back to London, and for 6 months I was in France. And then that was the time we started working together. And we decided not to live together, but to put ourselves in the different countries. So I came to different countries in the region. I came to Malta. One sister is in Ireland, the regional, and another sister are in France.
Okay.
Yeah.
And as a leader, what is the work that you do?
We visit sisters in communities. We listen to them, and they share with us their joys, their difficulties, and from there we take it from there, send it back to our leadership team. We talk about it, see how best we can help them.
So during this journey, obviously started with when you felt the call at a very young age, and then at 22 years of age, you decided to actually enroll in a congregation and start your novice there. Up to now, any particular experience that you would like to share with us?
For me, it has been a blessing. It has been a big, big blessing for me. If I actually think about it, that I am from a Pentecostal background family, my mother being a Pentecostal, and then my father a Methodist, and me becoming a religious. If I can do it, any other person can do it. And for me, it has been a blessing for me. It has been a blessing for all the people that I have encountered also. They have inspired me just as I have inspired them. So I am actually putting out there that if there is anyone who wants to, who feels the call, you know, don't hesitate, just respond to it, because God has his ways of calling each one of us to follow him in a very special way.
Now in Malta, maybe when you came to Malta, obviously you were living in a big city like London and the big countries like the UK and Scotland, and Malta is a very, very, very tiny island. How did you manage to adapt to our culture, to our how we do things?
I am an African to start with, and for me, my policy was everywhere I went, I make that place my home as well, in order for me to fit in the society. And it has been like that since I left Ghana. I came to United Kingdom, and then in Malta also. And actually, I have met some of the Maltese sisters in Ghana. You know, some were missioned to Ghana.
Actually, there is a big also project. It's a big hospital in Ghana that is funded by Maltese.
Yeah. Actually, one of the Maltese sisters started a kindergarten in Ghana, in Tamale. That was the first place I met a Maltese, somebody from Malta, actually. Sister Kamalina, she passed away last year, God rest her soul. And she was very, very kind to me. And, you know, so you say Malta is small, but for me, Malta is not small. I mean, a country of what, 500,000 is not a small country. Yeah.
It's good to hear that, because we think that we are a tiny country in the Mediterranean, but yes. Good. One last question, sister. What does mission means to you personally?
Mission continues to be proclaiming love, bringing peace, bringing God's presence to all the people that I encounter each day.
I will stop you here. We're seeing the last photo we have This is, I think, the congregation in Malta.
This is Malta, and the sister at the end here, she is now our Superior General, Euphemia. And the one at the other end is the regional superior I work with. And the tall one at the back is our General Beza. Next to me is the regional Beza.
Okay.
So they paid a visit to Malta, and we had the opportunity of taking this photo. And the rest of the sisters are all our Maltese sisters.
Yeah. And they are all doing the work here in Malta and support your missions abroad as well.
Yes.
So we came to an end, Sister. It was nice again, Sister Arbelta, to interview you. We really, I really appreciate what you are doing also in Malta, not just in Malta, but in all the congregations around the region that you cover. You're doing excellent work, and I thank you on behalf of Missjoni and the Maltese for doing this excellent work. Wasalna fit-tmiem ta' programm ieħor Missjoni Hawn, ma' programm imtella minn Missjoni Malta fejn permezz tiegħu qed nintaqgħu ma' missjonarji li qed jagħmlu ħafna xogħol hawnhekk. Illum intqajna ma' Sister Alberta li ġejja mill-Ghana fejn hemmhekk l-esperjenza tagħha ittina kuraġġ biex aħna nkomplu nisimgħuhom, ninkoraġġuhom, nitolbu għalihom biex iktar iwaslu il-kelma talla lil ħaddieħor permezz tal-vokazzjoni tagħhom ta' sorijiet. Jiena ngħidilkom grazzi li kontu għal programm ieħor magħna l-Missjoni Hawn, nilqakom għal programm ieħor fejn ħan nintaqgħu ma' iktar missjonarji li qed jagħmlu xogħol hawn Malta u nkomplu niċċelebraw il-100 sena minn meta ġiet stabbilita u bdiet tiġi ċċelebrata il-ġurnata missjonarja. Insellmilkom.